Hello, this is Tom at the Tractor Rescue Ranch. I had a request that I do a startup video on this international td9, and I need to do some snow pushing, so I thought I'd just do the startup video and then do a little bit of pushing the snow. Show you what I need to get done on snow pushing. So this is where I'm going to put that sawmill. And so I wanted to get this big international moved and push all of this snow out so that when the sun shines here in the spring, it'll dry out and thaw out that ground where the sawmill's going a little quicker. There's probably 3 feet of snow in there, and so if I just leave it natural to melt out, it's going to be a while. But if I get that snow pushed out and move that tractor and disc and get that snow pushed out of there, it'll be ready to go a lot quicker this spring. So that's my intent. Okay, I thought I'd do a little explanation before I start things here. I've got the jumper cables hooked up from the Bobcat, and I don't have a set of batteries in this tractor, and so I've got 2 sets of jumper cables running over just to get enough power to get this thing started. Got it all set up. Anyway, right there is the gas tank. Back there is the big diesel tank. So what you have to do with this tractor, you start it on gas, and right here you pull that out, and that opens a set of valves that opens it up into a chamber, a bigger chamber, which decreases the compression, makes it easier to turn over. And then those bigger chambers that are opened up there is where the spark plugs are. And so when you pull that out, open them valves, it opens some butterfly valve here on the intake side where the carburetor is, and it allows the motor to run on gas. And then after you get it warmed up, you just flip the compression down, turn the diesel fuel to it, and put the compression in. It increases the compression and it switches over to diesel. It's really an ingenious design. They made a lot of these. International made a lot of these dozers this way, and the MD wheel tractor was made with this type of a motor. And I find that they start in the cold weather way easier than like an old D4 cat would start with a pony motor. This morning here it was about 0 degrees out, but it's really nice now. The sun's come up. It's probably 30 degrees right now, and so this should start right up. Haven't tried it yet, but what I'm going to do is start the Bobcat so I've got some good electricity coming to get it going. I don't use that dozer enough to justify buying a set of batteries for it, so that's the reason I do it this way. Once you get it started on gas and switch to diesel, you don't even need a battery in it. side. I think I need to go through the carburetor. I think that would help. I'll pause it here for a few minutes and let it warm up, and then we'll switch it to diesel. Okay, we'll see if it's warmed up enough. A lot of time I get impatient and try this too soon, but we'll see what's going on here. So I'll pour a little bit of diesel to it. You see it start smoking, you got the diesel coming. So now it's switched over to diesel. That's all there is to it. Runs a lot better on diesel than it does on the gas side. Well, I got a piece here. Hopefully it's big enough to get this girl pulled forward. I'm going to pull that and the disc forward, and then the sawmill will go right here where the disc is. So I still got a lot of cleanup left to do here, but I'll have to get a set of batteries in this tractor and get it pulled forward out of my way. Another part of my project today is to get our walking trail opened back up after a big windstorm. It's pretty much blowing in here. So I've been trying to get it opened up so we can start walking again. Okay, I just let it sit here and idle for a while to cool that motor down a little bit, and then they say that it's important to keep this lever in so that those valves are closed. That opens it up into the gas chambers there. I've heard tell that if you leave them open, they have a tendency to warp on you, but that's what I've heard anyway. So anyway, this project was a good deal. Got our walking trail opened up again, and I got a place cleaned up to move that big International tractor and disc so that I can get the sawmill going. It's probably not economical to do what I'm doing here just for that walking trail, but it accomplishes a few things. For one thing, it's just dang fun to run this old tractor. And another thing, there's nothing harder on this old equipment than to just let them sit. So it gives me an opportunity to get this girl started up and get it out and use it a little bit and get it all lubed up so that it'll keep running good. This is quite an old dozer. The running gear on it's just wore out, and it's so expensive to redo running gear on these old tractors, so you just can't justify doing it. But it does good for what I've got to do with it. So anyway, thanks for watching.